it is your girl. She's back. She's back with the art. She's back. She's back. So I definitely been making so many videos of so many other things. And listen, we cannot neglect the art, right? Because the art is the art is the art, and we cannot neglect the art, right? So you know how that is. We just absolutely can't. So tonight, everybody, I am going to be, well, I gotta take it back. I gotta swing it back because it's been a while. And so I am going to, oh my God, I forgot to even take this off. Listen, I was so excited to come back, and I'm sorry I'm running a little bit late. I was making a cooking video, and I'm not no master at that, but hey, I made a cooking video for all of you. But I oh man, I was making a cooking video, and I just thought I would make another one. Normally, I step back from making the cooking videos because all you real cooks and chefs and all y'all people that can actually cook like very well, were busting my ass and going, right? Shut up. It was horrible. Let me see, am I live with this? Oh, checking the connection. All right. See, they were busting my chops. Like, I couldn't do anything right because it was like, you're using the wrong utensil. You're doing this. Shut up. Whatever you got to cook with, you cook with it. So, let me get this started here. And I'm going to be doing tiny dots tonight. Well, actually, tiny dots, little dots. It's going to be a dot art night. And we're going to see what kind of art we can come up with these dots. I tell you the truth, I've never done this before. I've never done the dots. I've done everything else. We've done circles, we've done O's, we've done X's, we've done 3s, 2s, I mean, everything, right? But we never really done dots. So let's just get this started. And I'm taking the caps off of the lids of the paint that's over here. And listen, it's going to be a good night. I missed all of you, right? Seriously, hi. And let's see what somebody's saying about me. How's everybody doing? I can't read that. Andrea, I can't read that. Hi. So everybody, tonight, she is back tonight. Okay. So I tell you, this one here, these were from previously when we done the art. And I'm just going to I sprayed them tonight, but I'm going to give them a little oil drizzle so that way I can show you them. Hold on one second. Tonight, I'm like you tonight. Let me just put a little shake in the shake, right? Just going to just sitting down. She got to put a little shake in that. Okay. So this one here, this is beautiful. I don't know exactly what day. I do have, this was G8. This was last month. This was absolutely beautiful. Does anybody remember this one? It's been a while. This was last month. This turned out phenomenal. Absolutely beautiful, right? This is incredible. I just love this. And so this will be put on my online store at www.spaceartbeauty.net. This is absolutely incredible. I love putting art on the album because there's something so beautiful about it. I love just putting the art on the easel. I know this is my just easel for my phone, but listen, I just wanted to hold that up. That is so pretty. I mean, oh my God. It looks good on a mantle or anything. So this is really, really pretty. I'm going to set that up here, and then I'll show you the next one. But let me grease it down because I'm going to put a little more shine so you can actually see it on camera. And then I'll get into it with the art. But I mean, as you all know, I'm just not just a beauty babe. I'm not just artiste with paint. I mean, I love making videos, doing all different kind of things. I'm just not a one-horse pony, and neither should you, everyone. Don't ever be a one-horse pony, because a one-horse pony, how do you finish the race if you're a one-horse pony, right? And you're always doing the same thing over and over again. Hi, KY. Hi. So, I always love to mix it up for all of you. and try to give you different content each day. And yes, I will be just focusing on art also, because I love doing the art. There's something about the art that just moves my soul. And so I just love it. And I hope it moves your soul also. Now, here's the other one that was done in that same night. That is so unique. This is like a cosmic, euphoric notion here, right? This is like a cosmic, euphoric splash or something. That was absolutely beautiful. I mean, absolutely incredible, absolutely amazing. Um, Tomorrow I will be doing, well, I got to go get my tire fixed tomorrow, but then after that I will be doing afternoon art also. So, well, I can start getting my art back in. And so look at this. This is beautiful. And so there's something about an album that, like, when you get one of my pieces of art, one day you can have it this way and it'll be a piece of art. The next day you can just turn it and it'll be another piece of art, and so on and so forth. You can just turn it and just, just each day is a piece of art. You see something different. And that's what I love so much about my art. It's not one dimensional. It just goes on forever and ever, like the cosmics, right? Seriously, like the cosmics. I love it. And so this one here, actually, this one was in with, I mean, I did a heck of a night that night. Remember, we just really banged it out, and we took it to the next level, and we did a lot of art that night. Last month. And so here is one of them. So this one is another one. And by the time, I'm tired in the evening sometimes. This was last month. And this was so insane, because you can almost see like a face. Can you almost see the face, everyone? Like, here's the lips. And this one here was faces upon faces. Do you remember that? Let me get the pointer here. Do you remember where the faces were everywhere? Like you can see the nose and the lips, but then there was a face here, and then there was a face over here, and then, oh my God, there was endless faces. This is going to be on my online art store. But look at that. That turned out beautiful. I don't know what we're going to, I can't promise you a rose garden. I don't know what we're going to tap out tonight, because I haven't even tapped out a piece of art in a while. I be singing songs are on it, right? Yes. Yeah. So look at that. It's beautiful. Well, this is the back, everyone. So I always make these triple crosses on the back and sign it. So actually the back, in reality, you can play it, but I always put that. That is like just what I do when I sign it. But look at this. It's absolutely incredible. It's beautiful. I mean, this piece just, it honestly takes your breath away. And I don't even know, it was just so much incredible intensity in this art that night that it was hitting on all cylinders. And I loved every cylinder of it, right? And then here is something that we done the same night. As a matter of fact, let me get some oil in here and put a little shine on it, which I already glossed it up. But so this one here, this one was the one, this was one of them. And this turned out riveting. I mean, it's so insane. I don't know what you could see here, because here it looks like a claw, but then it looks like just a little head up here. Who the heck knows? But then this looks like teeth. This is exactly how I painted it. It's incredible. Let me take the glare off of YouTube. I'm sorry. You might be too close to the lighting. But look at that. Now let me just turn this a couple different ways, because my art will just, see, my art is so euphoric. Even with the pieces like this, you can just turn them, and they just keep going and going and going. It's like you get 4 pieces of art for the price of 1. That's how insane my art is. I love it. Look at this. It is beyond insanity level how beautiful it is. It's just like going into a black hole, but like you can see through it, right? And it's like the mouth of this black hole. Oh my gosh. I love explaining my art, because it does something to me. It hits my grip. And then here was another one. I really love this. Actually, I left the marks from the container that I had sitting on it. And I actually left that marking right on it, because I figured it was so unique. that I had to just leave that on there. So look at this. This was incredible. Look at this piece of art. It's absolutely incredible. It almost looks like some kind of head. Look at the black, and it came out, and these crosses came out of it. This was the most riveting piece of art I think I've ever done in my life. There's so many riveting pieces of art. But this one here, we had crosses. I didn't make these crosses. So I just left the little print from, you know how I stick the glass down and then, you know, work around it? So you get the little footprint of this glass right here on here. But I've gotten some more from Goodwill, some other cute ones. But look at this. This was so beautiful. It's almost like an alien, but then you see like something that looks like an angel back in here. It's really riveting, and you have to have this. I'm getting like this weird sensation. I'm not joking you. This piece is so riveting that every time I touch it, look at this. Look at my arms. I'm getting the chills. I'm getting bumps on my arm. That's how riveting this. There's something about this piece of art, everyone, that is so powerful, so unique, so riveting. I don't know what it is, but it is absolutely incredible. I can't, there's so much power in this, and it's insanity level. It's riveting. It really is. So that's that one. So let's get this party started tonight. I mean, I'm trying to think, wow, of all the times I've sat here and hit this grip, right? With all of you, and done so many pieces of art. It's absolutely incredible. I love it. I love sitting back and reminiscing, right? But then I also love doing a variety of things too, because, you know, as you see on this channel, everyone, it's not just about art. It's not just about products. It's not just about my heels, or, I mean, I expand out, right? Because, you know, what I do is to keep you interested. I take a body part, right? Listen, whatever my intuition tells me to do, I do it. So whatever body part I take, you know, it could be a massage on my face in the morning. It could be my toes. It could be my pleaser heels. I collect those pleaser heels. I lost thousands of them in a storage unit, but those are the ones that are remaining, and I have some other few remaining stuff to build my collection up. So those are the shoes, the heels that you see. You know, it's incredible. So, you know, a lot of people go, Tina, how do you make these videos? Hi, Cuban Green, how are you? And a lot of people ask me, how do I make these videos or the foot videos? And I'll be honest with you, I never knew how to make a foot video until I guess about a month ago. I just put the camera down at my toes because I was looking at my flip-flops, and I just started making a little video, and I just posted it from there, and then it just took off from there. And then I figured, well, let me just look at my heels, because, you know, maybe I didn't want to bore you with my feet so much. So then it just went, and I just took a picture of my heels. And that's what you do. You just start out with one thing, and then you just take it, do 2 videos of that, see what works, and then just go on to the next thing. I mean, a lot of you love my my shorts where I sit up and sit down. That probably breaks everything, right? But I don't sit at one thing and just keep doing it over and over. I could sit up and sit down all damn day and make videos like that, and they would go high. But I'm the kind of person, I like to keep going and keep moving and keep evolving. So, you know, I don't just hang on to that and just wear it out. I don't want to wear out anything. So that's why you see me doing a variety of videos, because I enjoy just keep moving and shaking, not staying in the same stagnant thing, right? Because stagnicity to me, I can't do it. I can't do stagnicity, everybody, and I can't like, you know, just stay doing the same thing over and over again because people like it. You got to enjoy what you're doing. I love making videos, but I like to just keep flowing. It doesn't matter if a video's hitting 1,000 or not. I got to keep going with it, right? And so I love just doing a variety of videos. I'm just like that. I just love videos, making videos. But so who knows what the next thing is going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow's a whole nother day. It's like I got even my coffee, my favorite coffee mugs with the jade on it. You know what? I have no idea. I don't know. I never know until my intuition hits me, and that's what I do for that day. But I'm going to make sure that at nights I get back into doing my art when I can, because, you know, I get tired and I get busy, and also be traveling too, you know. So there's a lot of stuff to factor. So, you know, I try to, you know, just bear with me when I say that I'm going to come back on making the art, and then I don't. You just bear with me, okay? Because I just do a lot of different things. So, and I just don't want to. Hi, Rambo baby, how you doing? Rambo's on, and so he'll be doing art with me also. As a matter of fact, yeah, he'll be doing art with me. So you'll see that. And he won't be going like this and painting his face and stuff. He can't be doing that stuff. He ain't doing that. Right, Rambo? You ain't doing that, right? Oh my God. So tonight, everyone, I'm putting all this stuff away, and now I'm trying to figure out, what do we do? Let me ease up one of my lap boards. Let me ease it up. I don't know which one I'm going to use tonight. Let me ease it up. Because you know how these are the lap boards down here. And I will show you my infamous lap boards, because these are just the lap boards that sit on here and I do the art on. So I love them because I have a whole bunch here, which these are my favorite lap boards. I just made these for just lap boards. So, you know, remember when I went through that phase of the duct tape, right? And then this one here is just from creating so much art, and I just left it gooey, and then I just left it a lap board. And then this one here, I just left it a lap board also. So all of this is just, these are the lap boards that have so much rhythm in it, right? So they don't look like much to you, but they are my lap boards that I hold on, that I put the art on, and some look so intriguing. And there were some lap boards that were so awesome looking that they were beautiful art that I actually had to I didn't want to mess the groove up with the art. And then I have this little one that I use sometimes for quick things, you know, quick art. If I'm doing art by myself and I just have to, you know, hit my grip by myself, and I'll use this one here. So that's pretty powerful also. And so, all right, so let's get this night started. I think I got a few things to scratch up here. So, and then once I do, I mean, we're going to hit the grip. I'm going to put some dots all over and see what we can come up. Thank you, baby. I'm looking great. Thank you. And I'm going to see what we're going to come up with tonight, because I'm going to do some dots. I actually don't know what brushes I'm going to use. Everything's a mystery tonight. But I know that from now on, I want to get back into doing this art and laying everything out. And so, let's see. So I scratched this up. So you want to take an old album and just rough it up a little bit with some sandpaper. And make sure you get those grooves in there, okay? You're going to hit the grip and get those grooves. And if it's like that, that's good for art. If you really want to get in there. Usually I have these pre-done so you don't have to hear all that. But let me just quickly just do that. And for you, I'll just quickly do that so you don't have to do it. So these are just old albums. How I do it with new albums also. So, you know, I mean, who knows? I get different albums and I make insane art out of them. So, let's see. So I'm going to scratch this up really good. Camera purposes, I'll scratch up some in the meantime. But for camera purposes, just like this, if it's scratched up, that's good. If it's not, this is for dancing. Remember, this ain't gonna hold art. If it's shiny, the art is not gonna hold on there. Not even spray paint art. It's not gonna hold on the album. It's gonna peel off. So you have to rough your album up. And so even with boards, if you want extra rough. Now on these boards here, as you can see, this is an art board and it is rough texture, okay? But what you can do is to make your art really pop and get faces on there, very good faces, like I normally do, you definitely want to rough it up a little bit. And you not only rough it up, yeah, just go over it like that. You don't need much. Okay, not for a board, you don't need much. And so with further ado, let's get this started, everyone. I don't know what we're going to do. Okay, I laid out this beautiful yellow, okay, because it's so popping. And so look at that. It's so bright. It is so vibrant. And so I figured, look, I got these new cups. Well, they're not new. They're from Goodwill. That, you know how I sit down in the middle and do the art around it. So listen, remember how I got these? So now we're going to use these tonight. And then we have these also. But let's listen, look at that. So, okay, so tonight I'm going to take some of this and we're going to do like a two-tone swivel tonight. We're going to use some of this. We're going to use the yellow. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to do, I'm just naming it the two-tone swivel or the three-tone swivel. I'm going to mix some more colors in here. Because remember, we got colors before donated to the show, brushes, colors, everything. We've got paint donated to the show, everything. So I'm going to show you that. We still have that. So let me dig in here and find out what color we're going to swivel in with this. And I don't know. I just got the green in this. Let's see. I mean, we don't know what we're making tonight. We don't know what face we're seeing tonight. So I'm just going to take a couple drops and I will show you. So I'm just going to you know, throw a couple drops in it. I'm just going to, you know, just throw a couple, you know, drops of this and that in it. And maybe we'll just take another color and throw it in there also. Those paints were donated to me. So look. We're just gonna, no, you might go, Tina, that ain't nothing, that ain't much. But we're gonna take this color, whatever color this is, kind of looks like a brick color, like some bricks. We're gonna put that in there. And we're just gonna see what this turns out to be. I mean, I can't promise you anything, but look at this. You see all that? See all that? So I'm on Instagram, no, that's Facebook, sorry, Facebook, and Instagram. And you too, right there. Okay, so now I'm on there. So now what I'm going to do is, you know how I have to put my intuition up in it to make this art hum and sang, right? Come on now. So the more I do this, you know how the art really it gets wild, right? It gets very creative. So I'm just going to take, and I got some oil on my hands. And I'm going to take this oil and I'm just going to, let me do a little ashmere, right? Because seriously, because we don't know what brush, as a matter of fact. Like, I'm looking down here. We don't even know what brushes we're using yet. Are we using Big Bertha to, or are we using, you know, we haven't used these in a while. The makeup brushes, we've been using Big Bertha. So we're going to use this. So I'm going to sit this in there and I'm going to get the stank up out of the stank. Seriously, like this is, I'm going to get my intuition on this. And because, you know, when you do that, this is no devilish stuff, everybody. I just got to lay my intuition that God has given me ever since I'm from birth. Okay. So now I'm going to take this and we're going to go in to this black paint. And now we're going to start this art. Now, I don't know listen, I don't even know how to, can I tell everybody this that's new? I don't know how to paint. Everything that I've ever done, my intuition paints it. I don't do this, everyone. I don't paint. I've never painted in my life. And so when you see me do this beautiful art, I don't even look down. I mean, you see this, everybody that's been on here watching, do I look down? Absolutely not. I don't even look down because I look down sometimes to see where the strokes are at. But I'm not, I just let my intuition be my guide. I've had this intuition and this intuitive notion ever since I was 7 years old. And Lord God, it's nothing but from the Lord, I'm telling you. So now I'm just going to let out some of these spots here, okay? And now we're going to take our cup and we're going to go to the center. But we're not going to use this. We're going to just sit this off to the side, and we're going to come in with a different brush. I don't know what should we do? What kind of brush should we use? So here's an old-fashioned, this is one of my oldie but goodies. But these brushes here, are these the ones? Okay. These are the brushes from that were donated to me from my neighbor. His mother was an artist. She was 80-some years old. She had passed away. Now, these are her brushes, and I love using this lady's brushes. I just get beautiful notions, and I just get beautiful art out of her brushes. And so I'm going to take her, I call this a flail brush, okay? And I don't know what the real name is, but this is a small one. I have a larger one. Now I'm going to take, and we already positioned our cup, and I'm going to dip. We have all the colors on here, and whatever my intuition does is what we're going to do and with the art. And I never know. I'll tell you the truth. I don't even know what the heck we're going to make here. You know, I don't know what's going to come up out of it. I tell you the truth. I really don't know. So we'll see. I mean, I ain't promising you a rose garden because, just like I said, I'm not an artist, and I do have to look down now because I don't know, what I'm doing. So I'm going to tinker it around and just go like this. And then we'll do the dot swivel then. Now, I'm going to pick this up. I don't know what's on here, everybody. I do art so fast. I don't even know what's on here. I'm going to pick this cup up, and we're going to see if we see anything, literally anything. Do we see something on this art? Let's find out. Do we have to turn it, flip it, mold it? Look at this. I have no idea. I don't know if we see anything like this, but I'm just going to mark this like this because this is the way that I painted it. But we can always turn it and see, because my art is so euphoric that we never know what's going to happen. And look at that. It almost looks like, okay, something. It's always got to be something scary. But here, everybody, just like I tell you, I wanted to tell everyone this. And this is God be truth. And you're all thinking, I'm a godly woman, but I'm going to tell you something. I know a lot of you think my art looks kind of devilish and all. Do you realize angels aren't beautiful? Angels are darn near scary. Has anybody read the Bible? And the Bible tells you, and it actually says what angels look like. And if you would see a real angel from heaven, you would probably die because you would be in fear of what it looked like. I mean, angels in heaven, if you read the Bible, angels are very, very, they're not like the angels that you see like this. Look, okay, like this. This isn't an angel from heaven, okay? I'm Godsmack's here. This is our version of an angel. So when I tell you that I've had this intuition ever since I was 7 years old, it's from the grace of God. Now, these could be angels from heaven because angels look scary. So not everything is a demon, right? There ain't no demons around here. But so I don't know. Look at this. We are seeing something very different and very euphoric. And yes, there are scary things in my art. I must honestly tell you, sometimes I get so frightened by some of my art that it scares the life out of me. I mean, I'm like, wow. But look at this. So this is really insane. I mean, it almost looks like a bird's face with something, and we have no idea. This is so euphoric. And so, this is something really different because now we're seeing a piece of art like this, okay? And this is what we came up out of it. So if you want to build on and do a piece of art, you always put something in the center, a cup, and then you just go around it. So this is what we created so far tonight, and I have no idea what this could possibly be. It's very, very unique. It's very different. And that was just straight from my intuition. So you take it for what it's worth, or you leave it behind, or you get scared, or you think whatever you want to think. But that's just very, very different and very exotic. Now let's turn it back to, this is the one way. Now this is the way that we tapped it. It looks even more exotic this way. So with my art, when you purchase my art, you get so many aspects. You get it, you can turn it this way one day, this way. I mean, who knows? You can turn it 4 different ways and you get a whole different look. And so with this is so unique. It's almost like a bird from back in prehistoric times, because look at this. I mean, it's insanity how it just got tapped out like that. Look at that. It looks like some kind of prehistoric bird. And then you got all kind of, you know, different aspects up in here. And I want to tell you a story, and I have the painting. I came on before, and I was praying. I thought, God, I said, can you just guide me on just tapping out a piece of art? And so I tapped this piece of art out, and this face of a man with like a nail in its forehead came up on the art. I still have that painting, yes. And so I called that one the Jesus painting. So, you know, not everything, not, you know, everybody's thinking stuff's devilish. No, not around here, okay? All right, so now we're going to use this album because we already done that piece of art, and there's no need to even go further with that. This is how fast I tap out this art, everybody. She tapped it out so fast. So we're going to use this, okay? And I mean, I am not promising anything, because just like I said, I'm not an artist. My intuition, if I didn't have it, I would never be able to tap out a piece of art. So I'm going to scratch this up just a hair more. Let me grab this. And we're just going to use those same paints. And I'm going to really like scratch it over this way, because you got to get a good scratch on it, because if you get a good scratch on it, then you can paint it really, really good. So we're going to take, so I'm going to actually, we do have these colors still, but I'm going to actually add a little bit more colors. Let's see what we got in here. We have this new blue. So I'm going to just put a little bit of that in. I don't want too many dark colors because you won't be able to see it on the album. I always do the black first, because that is where I get the most faces and everything, because I use the black for the black holes, because I love black holes. And then the other colors, like these colors, are the confusion colors that come right up out of that black hole. That's just how I think. So now I'm going to just put, no, I don't need any more of that. Let's see what we got in here that we can just ram in here. And so I'm going to put some of this green in also. Hi, all that. How are you? Hi, everyone on all the socials. So I'm going to put a good amount of this green, because I just want to see what this is. And so I'm going to remove this, but I'll show you all the colors. Okay, and I'm going to sit that down here, and then I'm going to take, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take black and gray. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to go around like this, and just, you know, just let my intuition be my guide. And so that's just all we're going to do. And I'm just going to take a little bit of gray, and I have black on one side, and I have gray on the other side. And so we're just going to go around like this, and I'm just going to cup it around. And as you notice, while I'm doing this, I'm actually forming a piece of art and getting my art lined up already. Okay? So you can easily do this along with me. This looks like almost like a moon. So I'm just going to go around, and I'm forming my art. Look, that looks like it could be not Jupiter, it could be Mars. Okay, so look at that. So I'm already forming something with my art here, all right? So I just want to form something with my art. That looks different. And so now I'm going to lay it down, and then I'm going to take the cup and I'm just going to sit it up in right here. Now, I don't want to use this. Why? I don't know. That dipped in for some reason. Okay, now let's just try this. Oops. And I'm going to dip in and just... And then I'm just going to take this and sit it down because, listen, I'm going to see. I'm not even done yet. I'm not showing you that yet. We got to use more brushes and stuff. Let's see what we got here to use. We're going to get out the good old flail. And I'm going to dip it. And so we got all those colors in there. And I'm going to take it. And I'm just going to just go like that. And I'm just going to tap it around. See, I'm just, like I said, I can't promise she's a rose garden because I don't even know what this is going to look like, to be honest with you, until we actually see this with our own eyes and see what's going to happen with this. I don't even know. So let's see what is going on here. This could be nothing, everyone. If this isn't nothing, we can always start all over again. Normally it's something, but I ain't promising you a rose garden. So let's see what we've got. So let's twirl it. I mean, we don't know what's happening here. Okay, so we got something here. I mean, it almost looks, look. It looks different, doesn't it? There is something really different about this. And I don't even know, I'm getting the heebie-jeebies, everybody. I don't know, there's just something different about this. I have no idea. This is hitting my grip. I'm shaking because we've got a man's face here. Almost looks like a man here in a white robe. We've got faces on here. Look at this. We got a man's face right here. And then we got a man's face. It could be Jesus. Listen, listen, look at this. There's a man and he has a white robe. I mean, we cannot make this stuff up on this show. Look at this. There is something seriously powerful about this. I can feel it in my vibration. I'm getting shaky. Look at this. And then here's a man right here. And as a matter of fact, this man keeps coming up on so many of my paintings. As a matter of fact, the one that I've done, that the man appeared with the nail in his head, it looked just like this man right here. And it is insane. It's incredible. Look at that. This is unbelievable. So we have this beautiful piece of art that, I mean, I swear it's just hitting my grip so hard that I can't even think right. It's just getting ready to have me go into tears. There's something miraculous about this. I don't know what it is. There's something incredible. There's something riveting about this. And I just want all of you to look at it real good. Because, you know, my talent is from the Lord. It's not from nothing else. This is just God wants to show some face. And people don't believe this on it. It's real. You know? Look at this. Look at this, everyone. This is a powerful piece, everybody. Somebody needs to see this. I don't know. Someone needs to see this beautiful piece of art. Because everyone, you know, I always post things, positive things about the Lord. Everybody, I get on my knees every day and pray. That's the most effective way, is praying when you get down on your hands and knees and pray. God honors. There's something about that God honors so much. And I'm telling you, if you want earth to shake and your mind to break in the most euphoric way, get down on your hands and knees and pray. And I'm telling you, God will open up those floodgates and he will pour out blessings on you like you have never seen in your life. I'm telling you. I've had so many miracles happen to me ever since I get on my knees and pray to God. That is, it's so unreal to me. Even with my art, everything. You see, I didn't even look it down. Then look at this. God is a way maker and a miracle worker, everybody. And I'm proof of this every day through my art, through everything, right? But this is a heck of a beautiful piece of art. I mean, I'm stuttering my words, but it's so beautiful. So let's move on to the next piece, because that right there is just taking my breath away. And let's just move on, and let's see. We're going to go to another board and see what happens on there. Okay, because we want to see what's going on. And so I'm going to scoot it down. And so I'm just going to take and just get it. And just like I said, that those were that lady. Now, she was an artist. Now, I'm going to take and just use the sandpaper. Because when you rough your situation up, whatever you're working with, use some sandpaper. And I'm going to see, let's see what we're going to see now, because I'm going to take this, and guess what? My intuition is telling me to just do the same thing. Like I can't duplicate a dang thing. I don't even try. But I'm going to use black on this side and the gray on this side. I'm going to do all black and then come in with some gray. And then we're going to take these really beautiful colors. I mean, just what we got in here. And maybe I might add a little red, a little just touch of red. I have no idea why I have to add a touch of red. Let's see. I do have a whole bunch of red there, but let me just dip something in there and grab a little bit of red for us real quick. So I'm going to dip just in the red and just put it down in here. I don't know what this is for. Maybe I can just swivel this in. I don't even know. But we're gonna do it upright tonight. There's something's happening. God wants to show something to somebody. God's moving something here on this show tonight. I'm telling you, I can feel it. I can feel vibrations. I'm getting chills, and I'm getting nervous. Actually, I don't know what I don't know. This is just really chilling me out. I mean, I'm getting nervous. Everybody, I'm getting nervous. Thank you, Linda. So there's something, I'm gonna take this like this, everybody, and put my intuitive notion on this, because my hands and everything are so powerful. You know, God's made my intuition so powerful. I don't like to brag. All right. So I'm gonna just take this and whichever way, you know, because this already has some gray in it, so I'm just meant to go like this. Okay. And I always start out with the black because I think I get better just images and different things when I just start out with that base. It just, I love it. And then I'm going to come in gently with some gray, okay? But I don't know. You know what, everyone? Something's good. Something's going to happen here. I'm sorry. I got to change the plan here. Uh-oh. Something's happening. I got to change the plan. I have to put some white in there. There's something going on. There's something needs to be shown. And it's just hitting me so bad. I don't know what to even say right now. Let's put a little bit of white in here. Boy, this... I'm going to sit that back. I don't know if I'm supposed to use this one. Let me just do it with my intuition. I don't know. Something's happening. Something's really, really happening. I mean, should I show it to you like that before I hit the grip on here? I don't even know. I don't even know if we'll see something, but I had to hit the grip like that. I don't know if we're going to see something. I don't even know. Let's check it out this way. I don't even know what the heck that is, but we're not even going to fool with this. We're just going to keep going. But I do see like a face, but I'm just going to lay this down. I shouldn't even have picked it up. So we got this. And I'm just going by what my intuition wants me to do. I don't even know. I really am nervous because I don't know what this is going to be. And just like I said, we can always go back over and do it. So I really don't know. But let's see what we got here. This is craziness, right? This is like some kind of just wildness right here. I don't even know this is how I done this. But I just feel like I have to do a white and black and gray board, but there's something going on here. But now we just didn't turn it. So let's look at it this way. And let's look at it this way. Because when you look at it various ways, you get this cosmic burst of wildness, right? And that looks crazy. It's almost like something's driving up out of that. That is insanity right there. I don't even know how to look at this. I don't know which way I like it. It is so unique. So let's see. This is the way I done it. And that is different. That is really, really, really different. I'm gonna back this up. It almost looks like there's a heart down here. But I didn't tap it out to be a heart. I have no idea. What do you think, everyone? Isn't this different looking? This really stretches out and bends your mind. Like this is like a mind bender, That's craziness. That's just wild. I think I'm going to take and go like this in a center because I don't like that, that cup portion in there. So I'm just going to go like this. Okay. And then I just jammed it out. But that is insanity level. It is really different. It really is different because you just don't know what you're looking at. And that's the beauty of my art, everyone. You don't know what is going on with it. And it's so intriguing, so riveting, so different, so wild. Should I have left that, that cup mark in the center? Maybe. I don't know, but this gives it more of like a different feel to it, This is really, really different. And I mean, it's just really unique. When you're looking at it up close, it really is just mind-numbing, to be honest with you, because it really looks different up close. It really does. So now I'm just going to sit this down. And I like it. I think it looks very odd. Very, very, very odd. Beyond odd. And people are going to love that. So for the last piece of art of the night, everyone, let me just do a little 45 and then the album to take it out for tonight. Now the little 45s, everybody, they are so interesting by themselves. I mean, the 45s have so much character. I'm trying to find the, goodness. Okay. The 45s have so much character that they are just in a league of their own because you can really see everything. I've actually tapped out a 45 that looked like the Last Supper, and somebody was dumping like wine over someone's head. They're just incredible. I'll say that tomorrow because I don't have the 45s here. Now with the 45s, I don't know, there's something magical about them. I have long fingers, everyone, so, you know, I can palm a 45 like there's no tomorrow, like, look. So, let's see. So now I'm just going to take, this, and this black has some gray in it, so I'm just going to go like this. And I hope you can see the 45 getting done, everyone. And now I'm just going to go in with just a little bit of gray to kind of like, you know, I'm just going to go in with a little gray. And if it's too much gray, then you can always like go like a marble effect, right? And believe it or not, I'm going to actually take the cup. Thank you. I'm going to actually take the cup with all the color in it, and I'm just going to sit it like right up in here. And then you see how tiny that 45 is, right? And whatever remainder of this color is what we're going to use with the art. And I can't promise you a rose garden. We're supposed to do dots, but I don't know. Our dots didn't happen in the night. Something just took over my body and made these really, 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 really interesting pieces of art tonight. And so let's see if we see something interesting. Let's see what's on this little 45. Do we see anything? Do we see anything on this little 45? I think it's hard. See, that's the only thing with the 45s are very, 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 very hard to see on camera when it hits and sparks. But there's actually something on it. Right here we see this face. I have no idea what that face is, but here's an ancient face here, right here, everyone. Here's a face that came right up on the 45. Do you see it? Here's an old face. Hold on a second. Let me just use this. Facebook, do you see this old face? We have a face of something that just, it's very, very, very old. It came up on the 45. The 45s just tell this unique story. And we have a face actually down here in the shadow. So we have a face here and a face here. It looks, oh gee, I took and I think I ruined it, did I? Okay, it looks like an old, it could be alien, an old ancient alien. I don't know, can anyone see that? And then down here we see some faces. Now, I don't know if you could see it on camera, but look at this. It's an old, looks like something old, an old face. Now, when I went like this, I accidentally touched it, but look. Looks like an old ancient alien or something. And then down in here, you can actually see something. I think I accidentally touched it and it, yeah, but you see that? You can actually see it. But there's things that appear on little 45s that blow your mind. I mean, you can't even make it up. You're kind of wondering, what the heck, where in God's name did that come from, you know? And that's the beauty of the 45s, everybody. I'm telling you, you find something in the 45 that you're meant to see. On YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe and the like, and Facebook and Instagram, don't forget to hit the follow and the like. But it looks like an old ancient alien. Man, that thing's old. Look at that. We're talking old. Billions of light years away. So I'm going to put this right here. And then to finish this night out, I don't even know what we're going to see on this album. But we're going to take it out with this album tonight, everyone. And so let's see if we see something or what we'll see. We don't know. I'm just going to put my stank up on it a little bit. And let's just rub my intuition. And we're going to hit this grip. Now it wants to go up and down. And so we're going to go up and down like this. And cover that album. And just like I said, you want to make sure the album's nice and scratched up. So what I'll do, I just dipped into some gray by accident, but that's okay. But you gotta have the album really nice. So I'm just touching it really lightly because I want to get that, in there, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the little tiny, I'm gonna take this top and I'm gonna stick it right here. And I'm going to really work this. I'm going to get, I'm trying to think what I'm going to use. What am I going to use? I'm going to use my big flail brush for this one. Okay? And I tell you the truth, this will probably just be a black and white and gray one. And I don't know, just like I said, what we're going to see on here. I have no idea. I don't really know, everyone. Whether we see something or not, I don't know. So I'm going to take a little bit of red. And see what happens, and see what we see on here. And we may not see nothing. Just like I said, I have no idea. I see what you guys see, which is whatever comes up on this thing is what I see. So let's just see if we see anything, or do we have to just work this, or what will we see on this album tonight? So this is the last album of the night, and this is how I got it out. And so let me turn this and see if we see anything else, everyone. So we're going to turn this. And it's, oh God, this, now everybody, you're going to think it's the scary stuff happening on here. Now just give me a minute. Don't get scared, because this does look scary, okay? I will not lie to you. I have no idea what that is. But let's just turn it. It all depends, I mean, how you look at stuff, everyone. take it down like that. And then when we bring it back up, it almost looks like a lion. You see that? It almost looks like a lion or something. This is really weird. This is a very, very, very strange, very, 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 very strange piece of art. I must say, everyone, I am actually floored because, well, I get unique art all the time. I mean, it's sometimes it scares me, and I'm telling you, it really does. Some things scare me, and some things intrigue me so much that that it's insanity level. But this looks different. I can't explain to you what this almost looks like a lion or a tiger, or I'd say a lion, but this is different. And I'll pull it back, and I don't know. So I marked it with 3 crosses. So I that's the signature marking of my art. Hi, Danny. So, ooh, everyone, let's just analyze this. And just like I said, everybody, use your imagination. A lot of people see things that I don't actually see because you're looking through I'm looking at it this way and you're looking at it that way. So this is very interesting this way. And then let's just turn it a little bit. I got it marked. Hey, how are you? And I got it marked, and let's just see what we see when we just turn it. Now I'm just going to turn it more. And that way it kind of looks beyond scary. I mean, we're not even going to go there with that way. That looks just too scary. But, you know, I think a lot of people say my art can be on video games because, you know, some of these video games, you know, my art would look cool with some of them. So, hey, right? So now I'm just twirling it around. And we're going to go back. And sometimes you see stuff and then you don't see it again. That's another thing about my art. Sometimes you'll see something and then you look up and you will not see it again. This here is very interesting this way. It looks like some kind of cat, or I don't even know what in the world. You see an eye here and an eye here. Who knows what this is? I always use red because you can see it better on camera versus other things. But, you know, this is really bizarre. This is truly bizarre. We have a little bit of paint left. How many did we do? 2 boards. I would do 2 boards. We did so much stuff. But this is really interesting, everybody. I don't know how you take this. You take my art however which way makes you is right for you. And, you know, I will dry and high shine this and show you it tomorrow night, dried and high shined, and see what we have, right? I mean, see what kind of art we have tomorrow with this stuff, because sometimes, you know, when it's dried and it's shined up, it looks different, and you have this whole different piece of art come out of it, right? Okay, so we've got a little bit of paint left, and we don't waste paint on this paint. Okay. We don't waste paint. Hold on a second. Let's sit this over here. Okay, so we don't waste paint on this show, everyone. So I'm gonna do, let's see what we can do with one more piece of art. I'm gonna see if I have anything scratched up in here that we can just use, because we don't want to, should I do a board or should I do a album tonight? What do you think, everyone? We got an album, and then I can do a board. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. Maybe we should just do a board to take out this night, and then we'll be back tomorrow. I think that would be good, right? So I'm just going to use, I'm not going to add any more paint. We are honestly just going to use the remainder of this. I'll probably put a little bit of like maybe yellow, more yellow or something in it, or a different color. And we're just going to use the black, and we're just going to finish it up like that. So let me find a thing to break open the seal. And thank you for watching. I hope you come back tomorrow night. I mean, you know, you don't want to miss the thing, everybody. Tomorrow we're going to be doing something different. And how about if we end this night with the dots, like the intended purpose, right? We're going to end this night with the dots, and then we're going to see if we can pull out any kind of art from the dots. Hi, Vic. How are you? So let's see that. So I'm going to start out. Put my intuition up there. My intuition. Okay. And then I'm going to start out with the black, and then we'll do the dots from there. Okay, everyone? Let me just get situated. Thank you, honey. So whatever my intuition rides on is what we'll just do. Okay? And then we're just going to take it around. And just like I said, I don't even have paint. So I'm going to leave out, I guess my intuition is leaving out some white parts of this. So I'm going to take this cup here because look, oh, we have some white in this cup. So I'm going to take this cup and put it in the center. And then we're going to use that white. And I think I'm going to use this brush. Like, you know, we haven't used this. We just use a little bit of it. To loosen that up. Well, we didn't use dots again, right? But something just, hey, my intuition just hit the grip. I'm going to see, I don't know if we, look, will we see something on here? Let me see. I'm not promising anybody anything, everybody. I'm just curious because, I don't know if I see something out of this. Do you? My intuition told me to do this, but I don't really see anything that merits me to even want to stop to do this. There's something, I have no idea. That is pretty weird why it wanted me to stop like that, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to stop. I'm going to sit this here, and we're going to use up this paint, and I'm going to use go up like that. And I don't, just like I said, I don't even know how this piece of art is going to look. I'm just going to drive this around and then just go like that. And all these colors are marinated in together. And I'm just taking and the brush and then just going like that. Just flipping it. Flipping and doing the drag, right? And then I'll just go like that. Let's see. I mean, this could be nothing. We may have to start all over again on this. It's got to go where my fingers are going. And it's flipping back and forth. Let's see. I have no idea. I don't know. This could be the wildest piece of the night or the most awful piece of the night. I just really don't know. But here is where that thing, you know what? I'm going to get this out of here really quickly because that's driving me nuts. let's see. Let's see what we have. So we got this, but this is telling a story about something. But I'll be honest with you, I have no idea. This is so weird. I don't even know what we're supposed to know from this. But it is something. We got to look at it a little bit more closer and a little bit more deeper here really quick tonight. So I don't know what this is about, everyone. Do you? Does anybody know what we can come up with or gather with this? This is just weird. Now we're going to turn this and see if we see something, because there is something about this piece. And it has layers to it, right? It has texture. There's something going on. Look at that. There's something so magical about this. And I really don't know. Let's look at it this way. I don't even think we're meant to see it this way. This is weird. I mean, this way is even weirder. Like you can't even make up how weird this way is. That is beyond crazy. That is weird. And then here's the other side that we didn't see. It's almost like a galaxy that we've never seen before. That's weird. I've never done anything like this. This is something. It's telling us something. There's a story to this. And I'm getting like heebie-jeebies. I'm getting you know, cold feeling. Like, you know, when you're thinking about something. This looks like something in another dimension, everybody, you know? Like there's something happening. We're seeing something that we never see before. It's like something from another dimension, right? It's insanity level. Tomorrow, everyone, I am going, since I am so intrigued by the atlas and that thing, it's up in space. It's going to be going across an atlas 3i, and it's been around. I am going, you don't want to miss tomorrow, everybody. I'm going to send you into a freaking treat. You know how I can take my intuition to space? Well, guess what? We're going to go tomorrow, and tomorrow the piece of art that I am going to tap out is to see what my envision of that is going so fast through space. I cannot wait. I'm excited to find out what my intuition says it looks like. And so I'm going to tap out the piece of art tomorrow. I cannot wait. So if you want to join me tomorrow, don't forget to come on at 8:30, and I am going to tap out what my intuition is saying that that looks like that's going across that atlas 3i. So I can't wait. And guess what? I'm getting my intuition's hitting the grip right now about it. And I won't be tapping it out like in this form right here, straight up and down. I will be tapping this out like this in you know, in the landscape form. So it has to be very big. And because if my intuition doesn't want to tap it out like this, you know, and it wants to tap it out real long, then it's going to be deep tomorrow. It's going to go down tomorrow. I'm telling you, my intuition has taken you to a planet that only has rubies and diamonds and gold and silver. Remember that? And it was so euphoric, and I tapped it right out in front of all of you. And so tomorrow I am going to find out. We're going to find out what my intuition says that this what is it? It could have been an asteroid. Absolutely not, everyone. This is not that. It is something so serious that's heading towards Earth like there is no other. I mean, we're going to feel vibrations. Things are going to happen. This thing is so powerful, my intuition says, that nothing on this earth of man can even comprehend what we're getting ready to experience here with that. But so tomorrow, I'm going to be tapping this out. Let me sit this over here so I can talk. Tomorrow. Oops. I'm sitting it there. So tomorrow, everyone, this is going to be incredible. Incredible. I can't wait. Because when I hit the grip on that tomorrow, this is going to take this board right here. And tomorrow, as a matter of fact, I'm going to just marinate over this board right here, because this is going to be the board that's going to happen on tomorrow. And so we're going to take this and we're going to find out what my intuition thinks that it's going to look like, and why. And I will ask, what intuition tapped me out of the piece of art of what's happening, and my intuition just tells me everything. So tomorrow is all about the Atlas. It's hovering around, and it's going to be like this. We have to tap it out exactly like this in long form. So my intuition's already biting and ready to do it. And so it is very interesting, because guess what? It must be like silver, because like some type of silver, because my intuition says that we got to use gray for. So this is getting ready to go down tomorrow. I am, and we got to put these like little things in it, right? Almost like these little side. It's craziness, because this is going to go down tomorrow, everybody, right here. And we'll probably just focus on that with the art tomorrow. So it is going to be a good night if you want to stay tuned tomorrow. So it is all about wondering what that is in space at around. And so I'll be honest with you, everybody, in closing with this, right? What the Atlas was, a three eye. It is something. See, here's the thing with our earth. We're not the only ones here. We always think that God created us, right? We always want to believe that we are the only ones here on this earth, and that there's no one else but us. There's no one else that has greater technology than us, right? And which is so falsality. It's not even funny. I mean, God made so many planets out there. It's unshakable. And do you realize that, like, this, what is coming, it's wrapping our brains into tizzy right now because of how fast it is, right? So can you imagine, like, what it's going to do? I mean, it could do anything, because it is so powerful. It could do anything, and it's incredible. So we better buckle up, right? Because we're not the only ones here on this earth. Do you realize the ocean is so vast, and we have not scraped even parts of the ocean? There's so much stuff on the bottom of the ocean that is not explored. And we think we're the only ones. No, we're not. We're not the only ones on this earth, everyone. This is a big, vast world out here, and we're not the only ones, And so, with that being said, I cannot wait to do this piece of art tomorrow. I've already envisioned what it looks like, and already envisioned what is going to be laid out on here tomorrow. And so, I can't wait to see. But I can't wait for all of you to see it in on this, because it is bumpy, it is rocky, but there's something, but it's silver, and it's you can't make this stuff up. I mean, it's going to be insanity to tap this out tomorrow, and so I look forward to it. And so I cannot wait to see all of you tomorrow. Stay tuned. Stay up on all these videos that I make. Listen, I don't know what is going to be tomorrow. Whether it'll be my feet, my face, my heels, my smile, my glasses. Heck, it could even be my mug. I don't even know what videos are going to be during the day, right? So, but at nighttime, it is going to be all about this art and all about all of you. And I'm going to tap this out tomorrow. at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, because this is Pennsylvania after all, right? This is Pennsylvania, everybody in the house. So I'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern time, and you don't want to miss a thing. Have a blessed night. Thank you for watching. Share. Ooh, I cannot share that.